Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a review for the new Melt Cosmetics Sculpt Stack. So if you guys want to see what the products look like and what my thoughts on them are, keep watching. Alright guys, so we are jumping right into the video. I'm looking really monotone, very base right now because all I did was put on my foundation and a little chapstick. My lips are feeling a little busted right now. I'm so ready to break out this Melt Cosmetics stack. I'm so excited. I've always wanted Melt products, but I don't know why I haven't bought any. But anyway, so I've been wanting Melt Cosmetics for quite a while now. So when they came out with the Sculpt Stacks, I was so excited. I really want to up my contour and highlight game because I feel like I'm just not doing myself justice because I have a big face. So I really need to learn how to contour a little bit better to make it look a little slimmer on camera. That'd be nice. So I was super excited when they came out with this whole collection, and I did splurge and get the whole collection with the brushes and stacks and the book and all that, which I will show you here in a second. So without further ado, I will show you the packaging, which the packaging is adorable. So this is what it looks like. Like, look how big this is. Look how big it is. Gigantic. Even from the pictures, I did not think the packaging was this big. I thought it was like maybe like half the size of this. But I got the box and I was like, there's no way that thing is that big. It's that big. It's that big. So yeah, this is how cute and gigantic and big it is. I love this whole packaging they have in here. So I splurged and I got it, the whole thing. So this retails for $145. And I believe on their website it is still available. Obviously you don't have to get the whole packaging that they have here. You can buy everything separate. So in the packaging, which with my broken finger, so hard to hold things. So this is what it looks like. Swoop. Super cute. So you have the models up here at the top, and then the box itself, you have the brushes, and then the stacks, you have the cream, and then the cream and the powder stacks right here in the corner. And then, let me put that down, you can take things out. So like you can take this part out that has all the brushes, and when you open or when you take that out, you have the book down here at the bottom. So if you don't know how to use the products, or if you just need a little extra help with the contouring department, this is like how to use their stacks. So it's the how to contour like a pro, pretty much. And I will go through all this book in just a second with you guys, but I just wanted to show you the packaging because it's adorable. Also in there, you got just like a little leaflet that goes over the different things that they have. And then if you flip it here on the back, it just gives you like a quick rundown as far as everything or how to use everything. All right, we'll go ahead and break down the brushes here. Super cute, like little packaging. So I'm just gonna take each one out of the box. So yeah, the first brush that they have here is the Contour Fan 713 brush. It is just like your basic fan brush, but it is a lot thicker than your average fan brush. So I'll just as like reference, I have this Real Techniques. I have a Real Techniques brush, which is another like fan brush, so you can kind of see the difference of how like thin this one is versus how thick this one is. See? So yes, very light, very like soft brush. Like it feels like a very light cloud. I'm really digging it. And I really like the look of the brush. It's kind of hard to see on camera. It just says Melt Cosmetics, and it's kind of more in like a matte type of wording, so you can just barely kind of see it. It looks really cool. I really like this one so far. Well, I like the look of them so far. Second brush that we have here is the Blend 716 brush. So it's just your basic, or not basic, it's just like an angled brush that's supposed to fit really well on the cheekbone area. So this one's like a really cool shape too. And then next we have like an under eye type of brush, I think, if I can get it out of the packaging. This one is their tapered brighten brush. It is the 721. So yes, this is one that's just kind of like your under eye type of brush here. All right, so that is the 3 brushes that you get, and I believe they all retail for different prices. Let me pull that up. So the tapered brighten brush is $19, the contour fan brush is $22, and then the blend brush is $25. So if you want to get those separately, you can. And I know the Sculpt Stacks are $48 a piece. I'll go ahead and get those out, in which are like super stuck in this packaging. So they look like this. So it just says cream, and then the powder one down here at the bottom. So they are like super stuck in this packaging, and I'm sure it'd be a lot easier if I had my extra 3 fingers. Ooh, got one. The powder one is like stuck down in there.
5 minutes later.
Still working on it. Ooh. Ooh, got that one. I was struggling. So they do come in these like cute little packaging here. So we will go ahead and get that opened up. And they are magnetic. So this is what it looks like. And then the back, it just has the color, and then if it's the powder or the cream one. So this is the powder. Magnetic, so you can see here. Boop. And the colors are all super awesome. So this is the medium dark contour powder. And then there's another medium dark bronzer. And then they have the light medium contour powder. And then the light medium bronzer powder, which is the top one. And then they have a lid with a mirror. So we will clip that back in and set that to the side here. And that was for the powders. And now I'll open up the cream ones, which is the same design here. So the last one is a deep contour cream. And then they have the warm blend contour cream. And then they have the neutral blend contour cream. Then they have the Brighten Highlight Cream. And then they have the Olive Highlight Cream. Alright, so those are all the colors. I will probably see what I can do to swatch these. Normally I swatch on this hand, so we will kind of have to see how that goes. I believe all of these can be combined, so if you take off the top of one stack and you can just kind of connect it all into one big giant stack here. So after the brushes and then the contour creams and powders. Alright, so after you do have this very gorgeous book here, and it just goes over how to contour like a pro. So they have like a little opening note here. Alright, then it goes over a little bit more as far as the cream sculpt pack. Just talking about how the cream stack works, designed to be a flattering dimension to your facial features without muting the richness of dark to the deepest skin tones. So the Sculpt Stacks I feel like are geared a bit more towards like deeper and darker skin tones. I would say probably my complexion and darker. Obviously you can achieve a look if you have a fairer skin tone as well. So as soon as you flip into, like after the little like talking points here, you'll flip right into the deep section. So it just talks about pretty much how to contour. So the first page that they show here is the before, and then they'll show the after. And then they also have this like nifty flip page. So you can kind of see where you'll need to place everything. So it has it for deep skin, and then it'll go into a little bit more, the Sculpt Stack. Then it'll go into a dark skin here, and then onto tan skin. Well, struggling. And then on to a medium skin tone. And then again on to the fair skin. So you can achieve a look no matter if you have fair to dark skin, but it is centered more into the dark skin realm. So I am just going to go to the directions that they have for tan skin, because I feel like I'm a little bit more tan right now than I am my normal medium, because I'm a little bit more tanner than normal. So I would probably normally do like the medium, especially when I start hitting more into like the winter time. But for now, I will go ahead and just follow what they have here on the book for the tan skin. So I'm just gonna prop this little book up right here, and then I will get everything set up. I'll bring you guys in a little closer, and then we will start to contour this face. And I forgot to mention, for the cream contours that you'll get, that is definitely geared towards like deep and dark skin tones. So I don't know how much of the cream I'll actually use on today's video. I'll probably just stick with more of the powder. I will swatch the creams for you. Yeah, so the creams are definitely geared more towards like the darker, deep, dark skin tones versus like the powders you can make work from fair to medium, or from fair even to dark as well. And the book does go over a lot of that with you. So I know for the Sculpt Stack on tan skin, it is all the powder ones. It is not any of the cream ones. So for now, I'm just gonna follow up with whatever that they have on here and kind of go from there. I might do a second video just for creams, and because I don't want this video to be too long. Alright guys, so I'm all over the place. I totally forgot I needed to swatch this. So this is the medium dark contour powder, and this is just one swipe in the pan. So let me show you. So you can kind of see the coloring there. Looks really nice. Alright, next color I'm going to swatch is the medium dark bronzer powder. Oh, that's that second shade here. Third one I'm swatching is the light to medium contour powder. That is this third one here. And then the last one is the light to medium bronzer powder. So that is that last one. It's a little hard to kind of see on my skin tone. It almost blends in completely with it. And these aren't supposed to be like anything crazy as far as like really, really deep or really, really light. They are supposed to mimic actual shadows. So they're supposed to be a sheer but blendable coverage. Alright, so that was the powder stack. Let me wipe my hand off here and I will do the cream stack. So now I'm going to swatch the cream contours. So the first one is going to be in the shade Deep, which is the darkest one that they have. So there's the shade Deep, which once again is just one dip in the pot, and it is very creamy. Second shade is going to be the Warm Blend. So that is the Warm Blend. Next up is going to be the Neutral Blend. So the third one right there is the Neutral Blend. Next one is the Brighten Highlight Cream. So you can kind of see that one right there. That one blends in pretty well with my skin tone. Alright, and the last one is the Olive Highlight Cream. Alright, and that one is right there. So these are the colors for the cream stacks that you see. Alright, now that I have thoroughly jumped all over the place, let's go ahead and dive right in to actually using these. So first up, I'm going to take the medium dark contour powder, and it does say to take the shade under the cheekbone, or sorry, under the cheekbones, the jawline, the side of the nose, and then the temples as well. So let me zoom you guys in, and I'm going to go in with the fan brush to do that. It would actually probably help if I used a mirror and not my camera. And I'll be honest, I'm not used to using such big brushes when I'm doing my contour, so not a bad jawline. So I think I made up my mind. I'm gonna do this side with the powders, just the powders, and then this side I'm gonna attempt to do it with the creams. So yeah, I feel like I like that idea. Just so you guys can kind of get a complete look as far as what they both look like. So now we're gonna go in under the cheekbone, which my cheekbone is right here. So I'm just gonna place it like right here. Like I said, guys, I'm not super well versed in doing this with such a big brush, so I feel like it's kind of all over the place, but we're getting there. Not bad. I feel like it does need to be blended a bit more, but I'm gonna go back through with the blend brush once I put the other color on top of that and kind of really get that blend to go in. Alright, so next would be the temples and then side of nose. I feel like I'm going to go in with, let's see, my Morphe Jeffree Star JS5 brush for my nose, because I feel like the fan brush is just a little too big. Which, I know this is not like a contour brush by any means, but I feel like it's small and angled enough to really get in there on my nose. And by the way, both of these, I am using 2 dips into the pot here. So when I did my jawline, that was 2 dips. Here I did 2 dips, and on my nose, I just did 2 dips. And honestly, I'm probably just gonna go in just lightly with a 3rd dip here. Alright, so you can already tell that it has my nose looking real sharp, real angular actually. And once again, I will have to go in a little bit more and do some extra blending. But there is another shade I will be doing on top of this, I believe. So I'm just kind of waiting until I do that to really break out that blend brush and to get that really blended in. Alright, so then I also have to take this on my temples. Alright, not so bad so far. Alright, so that's it as far as the medium dark contour powder. Next, they want you to take the medium dark bronzer, and that's to add warmth to the face. And then for that you do on the cheeks, the hairline, the tip of the nose, and under the chin. So I'm just going to take that fan brush again, but I'm just gonna wipe it off in my little color swatch that I have here. Alright, so now I'm gonna go in with the medium dark bronzer, just to apply that one on the cheeks. Alright, so I feel like I'm gonna go in with the blend brush a little bit with this one. And honestly, reading ahead on the little book here, I'm only using these 2 colors, just the medium dark contour and the medium dark bronzer. And it just has me going back and forth for a couple different things. So I thought I was using different ones. So I'm just going in with a couple of taps of the medium dark bronzer. I'm already really liking that. And then I'm just gonna try to tap it lightly on the tip of the brush here. So you guys can kind of see that. Not to get like the whole bottom half of the brush, because it wants you to apply it to the hairline. And I'm just gonna apply it like just on this side. Honestly, it probably would have been better if I did a full face of powder and then the full face of cream, but you know, just to save a little bit of time. So you can already tell a little bit, this side of my face definitely looks a lot warmer versus the side looks very bland. So I feel like I can go a little bit more heavy-handed when it comes to the actual contour, because I feel like it's just a little too light. They did say this is more of a sheared formula, and then you just build on top of that to make it to your liking. Alright, then I'm going to take the very tip of this blend brush again, but the opposite way, because it does say to do the tip of your nose and up underneath your chin. So in general, yes, I can kind of see the warmth here and here, and then I can definitely see it up in here. So I will say I really do like that version of it, so the bronzer section. I am gonna go back a little bit, and this time with the actual blend brush, with the actual contour to kind of hit, which I feel like this is a little too big for up underneath the jawbone, but we're gonna go with it. Not bad. See, I feel like that's pulling just a little too much right there, so I'm just gonna go in with one of my clean, random, like buffer brushes and kind of hit that a little bit. Yeah, not so bad. All right, so far I'm a fan of the powder stack. And then there is a couple more things. See, this is where I feel like we're getting into like the tiny little detailed sections, and I know this is probably more so used for the cream. So now it says to take the contour to add depth to the eyes. So you smudge an outer corner and on the lower lash line. So I feel like this is still too big for that. So I will go in with, so I'm gonna go back in with the Morphe JS5 brush. And then it also says to add warmth to the eyes, to go back with the medium dark bronzer and kind of hit it on the outer V section here. Which, if you want me to be honest, I've never really thought about contouring my eyes. So you can already tell a little bit of a difference in my eye shape just by lightly doing that. Honestly, that is the finished look. That's all it tells you to do. A lot of this is just 4 steps, and it's just the same 2, at least for tan skin, it's the same 2 color combinations. But honestly, I'm really liking the formula. They are super smooth, especially the powders. The brushes are gonna take a little bit of me getting used to because they are really big brushes. Especially for like the nose and the eyes and stuff. Obviously, you're not going to use, you know, a fan brush on your eye, or you're not going to use the blend brush on your eye, though it does come down to like a nice point. So I feel like it's fine for the tip of the nose and for up underneath your chin. I just don't feel like it is good for like working into your eye and that type of thing. So so far 10 out of 10. I do recommend the powder, and I would say, I mean, a good 6 on the brushes. The brushes are not bad. It's just me being inexperienced on big brushes. We'll have to learn a little bit more about that. So, what do you guys think about the cream contoured side of my face, or sorry, the powder contoured side of my face? I am going to go back in and do the cream on this side, just to kind of play around with some of the colors to see what I think about them. Alright, so for the cream stack, all they have in the book, which I feel like they should have had a couple more pages in regards to like the cream stack in the book, not just for deep skin, because I do feel like the cream stacks could work for, you know, medium to tan skin as well. So I really wish they would have put that in the book as well. So for right now, I'm just going to at least look at what they have on, or I'm going to look at what they have in the book for the cream stack and just kind of change it up a little bit to kind of fit my skin tone, at least for the colors. So, alright, so looking at the book here, it does say take the brighten or olive to highlight high points of the face, like under the eyes, the cheekbones, the bridge of the nose, the chin, and the center of the forehead. So I am probably going to go with the, I'm probably gonna go with the olive shade and do that. After that, it does say to take the deep contouring shade to hollow, or to the hollows of the face. So I don't think I'm gonna go in with the deep. I'm probably going to go in either with the warm blend or the neutral. Probably the neutral. And also it does say, pro artist tip, the warm blend and the natural blend creams are meant to be mixed with the highlight and contour creams to customize and match your exact undertone. It's like making your own custom blend foundation. It can be used on clean skin or paired with your favorite foundation. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with a tapered brighten brush here. I'm just gonna kind of dip it into the olive color. Alright, so I went ahead and did the middle of my forehead. You can kind of already see how it is looking nice and lightened. I already went in with that. Let me go ahead and get the kind of middle of my nose. And it also says to do the underside, so I will just kind of hit that a little bit too, even though I already did that with my contour powder shades. And then under the eye as well. So yeah, I feel like even just the olive color is already the same shade as my foundation almost. Alright, so for the contour shades, I feel like I'm going to go in with the neutral blend, and I don't have to really mix anything. Place that right there. So I am gonna go in with the blend brush and blend that in. Which you see how easily that blended in. And honestly, I'm going to take the warm blend as well and go back in with that. There we go. I feel like that brings a bit more warmth to my face. And same thing again, I'm just gonna hit the top again and just a little bit more here because I feel like it could have gone a little bit darker. And honestly, for my nose, I'm just gonna do that with my finger. So you can already kind of see like the colors complement themselves really well. And this is what I was meaning by I need to be a little bit more aggressive with my contouring. Because yeah, you can especially see like on my nose, like with the cream, it kind of brought my eyebrow up a little bit more, you can kind of see. With the cream side, you can kind of see how it brought my it brought my eyebrow up a little bit more, you know. It kind of, I feel like it kind of elongated this side of my nose. So like, see how like long my nose looks? Versus here, it looks kind of short and kind of fat actually. So this is what I was meaning. I need to be a bit more aggressive when it comes. So I feel like I can go a bit more aggressively through here with that kind of deeper shade. And even honestly right here, I could probably hit it up with the deep cream contour that they have here. And I might try to hit it up just a little bit right now. Like I said, these shades are so creamy. Like I literally just like lightly dip that in there. And that's how like much product came off of it. So even that just kind of helped a little bit, but you know, not crazy. And I'm not trying to get too crazy. I'm not trying to have like snatch face, but just enough to where you can obviously tell that I contoured my face a little bit. So I'm really liking the formula for both, especially the cream and even the powder. And I tend to really gravitate more towards creams than like powder contours, because I feel like the powder can sometimes just get too stuck to your skin, so it just makes you kind of look dirty. I don't get like a dirty vibe with, I don't know why I'm talking with the brush. I don't get the dirty vibe from any of the products here, so I get just like the nice kind of bronzed. And I feel like it's hard to tell like on camera, but in person it does look a bit more like bronzy. Alright, so overall kind of feelings so far. This is just doing like a quick throw on to kind of show you guys how it's blending and how it's looking. So far I really like both stacks. I like the cream and I like the contour. I just wish the cream ones, and hopefully that'll happen later on down the road, they'll kind of come out with different stacks for the cream shades. The contour shades and the cream stack work just fine. It's just the highlight ones. I just need a little bit lighter for the highlight shades, and I feel like it'll be perfect. And I'm sure later on down the road they'll release more like options, I'm sure. The powder contour I feel like works perfectly well for anyone from fair to dark. So if you guys are wanting to buy these and you are anywhere from like my complexion and lighter, I would highly suggest just doing the powder one. So if you're my complexion and darker, especially if you're darker than me, then you can benefit from both the powder and the cream stacks. If you're my complexion, you are kind of in the middle, so you can benefit from like the contour shades of the cream, but the powder will probably work better. And then if you're a lighter shade of my skin tone, or if you're lighter than my skin tone, then I would just get the powder stacks. I wouldn't waste your money on getting the cream stacks because they're not geared towards you right at this moment. So with that being said, I do really like the book. I feel like that helps because, like I said earlier in the video, I feel like I do need to work a lot on my contour skills because of just the simple fact I feel like it just looks a little flat. So I do like the colors in a way they do mimic the correct shadows, and I can build on what I've already put down. I would like to try this again on just, especially the cream, on just a plain face with no foundation on, so I can see what it's like for that as well. Overall, would I recommend the Melt Cosmetics Sculpt Stacks? Yes, I would. Just make sure you're buying to the correct skin tone that you are buying for. The brushes, I'm still have to get used to those. Like I said earlier, I think I gave it like a 6 out of 10, a 5 out of 10, probably like a 6, because I do like the brushes. They're really soft and they do blend and move the product well. I just have to get used to using big brushes, honestly. The book itself, I do really like the book. I feel like it breaks down the proper placement on everything, and that's something that I do need. So if you're new to contouring, or if you just feel like you can up your game a little bit, I do recommend buying the book. I think you can just, I'm pretty positive you can buy the book separately. So honestly, is it worth buying like the whole bundle like I did? Yes and no. I like buying the whole line of like launches and stuff like that, so to me, I feel like it was worth it. But if you are someone who is lighter skin tone than me, then I would not recommend buying the whole bundle. You're not gonna get use out of the cream contours. Yeah, guys, let me know down below what your thoughts are. Have you guys bought the stacks yet? If you have you used them? What is your thoughts on them? I would love to hear your comments down below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button either. But that's all I have for today's video, and I will catch you guys next week.